All right. So today we are going to, today is Friday, December 17th. Happy Friday if you're listening on Friday. And we are going to do inhabiting the body, but we're also going to explore in our experience what it feels like to connect to matter, energy, and fundamental consciousness. So you can sit or lie down and we'll talk through it and we'll experience it as we go. So you can have your eyes closed. Hi, Kathy. Um, and again, you can sit or lie down. And we'll just take a few minutes to arrive to your room, to your seat. Like we usually do, noticing the air moving in and out through the nose. And just letting that air that's moving there remind you that you're breathing the air right in your room. So it brings you to just right here. And in any way that you feel you'd want to experience, just drawing yourself back from wherever you've been this morning, this week, this month, just so you feel like all of you is present right now to where you are at this moment. And bring your attention down to your feet. Notice for a moment how they're resting on the surface underneath them, what that feels like, the texture, the density. Maybe noticing whether your feet are warm or cold, if there's any tension in them. And we do these things just to notice and bring our attention and awareness here, not to try and change them, at least for right now. And now come to inhabit your feet. Feel that you're in contact with the internal space of your feet everywhere, all the way through the toes, out to the sides of the feet, tops and bottoms, all the way back to the heels. And feeling how you are that internal space. You are that space within your feet. And notice as you breathe whether your inhale lifts you up and away from your feet. And all that means is as you breathe, does your attention or awareness go somewhere else? Do you start to feel more present in your shoulders or your neck or outside of your body? And if so, just taking a few more moments so that you can inhabit your feet. You can fill your feet with yourself and feel your breath moving through that space. So that you can stay in your feet as you breathe. Now feel that you inhabit your ankles all the way out to the edges, that you inhabit your lower legs, from the shins back to the calves and out to the sides, that you inhabit your knees and feel that you're inside your thighs, so that you feel like you're inside this whole continuous space from both feet all the way through the legs. And that without strain, you inhabit the whole volume of your legs. Just taking a few moments to settle into your legs and experience how you exist here. Feel that you exist in your hips, this transition between your legs and your torso. And feel the continuity of the space as you inhabit your pelvic floor, the bowl of your pelvis, all the way from the front of the lower abdomen back, the back if you're an anatomy person to your tailbone, maybe your sacrum, all the way out to the sides. And feel how you exist in all the space in between, and that the space is continuous, and that you are the space. And feel that you're inside your midsection. And if there's ever a place that feels less accessible in whatever way to you, without strain, just take your time and let this way of being, this inhabiting of your internal space, let it have its time to seep into those less familiar spaces if that feels good. Sometimes, as we get familiar with places, they can kind of come online quickly. And other times, it just takes time, like molasses flowing, so that you can inhabit maybe a new space today that had felt out of reach before. Continue up your torso to inhabit your chest, all the way through to the back of your chest and upper back, out to the sides, inhabiting your shoulders and your arms, your elbows, your wrists, your hands, all the way to the fingertips from the inside. And feel how the space is continuous with your neck, filling the whole cylinder of your neck. Habit your jaw, and your chin, your lips, your nose and your cheekbones, your eyes and the eye sockets, your forehead and your ears, all from the inside. You're not just aware of these places, but you're inside. You're living within the internal space of your whole face. And now inhabit your whole head and brain. And just taking a moment to experience and maybe enjoy this continuity in this internal space. And if there's a place that sometimes feels cut off, or there's like a block or a lack of continuity, maybe just taking your time at that place in that same way of that seeping molasses speed way of inhabiting or contacting that place. So that with ease, maybe just for a moment, there's that feeling of unity throughout the whole internal space of your body. Now, as you inhabit your whole body all at once, experience yourself as physical matter: flesh, muscle, bone, blood, nerves. Just being with the feeling that experiencing yourself as physical matter feels like. Letting go of that experience. Now experience yourself as energy, perhaps a streaming, a pulsing, a vibrating, this movement or flow that you may feel within your body, this motion. Often more sensitive people live in this dimension of energy. Sometimes, as energy, we can feel merged with everything around us. And that can be tiring. And so, hopefully, this practice allows you to experience yourself in these various states. And so, letting go of energy. Now, experience yourself as the stillness of fundamental consciousness. Fundamental consciousness sometimes is a refinement and is more subtle than energy, underneath the energy, or that sensation of motion and vibration. We can feel the stillness that is still alive, but we can feel both individual and one with our environment at the same time, without merging with everything around us. And as you experience yourself as fundamental consciousness, if it feels good, you can add in the experience of yourself as energy. And you can add in the experiencing of yourself as physical matter. So that they all blend together because we are and can be expressed as all of these things. And perhaps knowing that we are each of these experiences can be helpful to remember in times when we're being taken over by a physical sensation or movement of energy or emotion, that we can still have access to the stillness of fundamental consciousness underneath all of those sensations. And whenever you're ready, you can gently relax into the space, letting go of the practice, acknowledging yourself for showing up today for yourself and for these practices. And I thank you as always.